Hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
Hello. Hello. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Is it audible?
Yeah,
Audible?
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Just 1 second. Okay. So we'll start this session. I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So today I'm going to give a presentation on a course that is called Full Stack Development. Okay. So you are going to learn in this course the technology which we are using for full stack development. So first we understand what is meant by the full stack development course. Okay. So whenever say we are a full stack developer, so what is meant by full stack developer? A person who work on both front end and back end technology of a web application. Okay. So what is meant by front end and back end? So normally when you create any websites, okay, so the websites already we always executed websites on a browser. Like this is my browser I have, and when I say google.com, so I'm getting this page. Okay, so the parts whatever I am visible here, it's called as a front end. Okay, it has an image, it has a text box, it has various links, so it is called a front end. And when I entered some keyword like here Java and it, so I'm getting this response. So the response is coming from where? From the Google server. Okay, so server is a what? Server is another machine which give me the response of my request. So whatever I'm requesting, the server will respond to us. So the response will be written by the server. And how it is written? Because they have written code for that. And for that side we are calling as a backend side. Okay, so we have two sides. One is a front end, which gives us this kinds of presentation, and backend sites, which is a site which give you some response. So this information is coming from the backend side. Okay, so we have a like whenever we call a front end, that is client side. That means from my machine, I'm requesting something, so I'm a client. And there is another that is backend, is called as a server side. So server side is a machine which give you a response. Okay, like here I said on front side, everything on a web page from logo, search bar, buttons, and how the user interacts with page is created by front-end developer. Okay, so the front-end developers are in charge of look and feel of your websites. So whatever you are visible here, like this image, these links, are everything is done by front-end developer. Okay, so the backend developer refers to the parts of application that user does not see. Like I'm getting this information, but internally they have created a lot of logics for it. How this information is saved, how it is provided to the user, what are the technology we are using. So everything is done by the backend developer. Okay, so the backend developer focus on a logic side, creating server and working with the database and APIs. So the backend developers always try to develop the logic, try to communicate with database and use various API. Okay, so these two parts we have in a website's application. So you understand these two things?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so basically full stack developer has the following things we are going to learn in this course. Like when I say front-end developer, so in a front-end developer, we have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Angular 7. These technologies we are going to learn, front-end developer parts. Then we have a back-end development part where we are going to learn core Java, servlets, Hibernate, SQL, okay, Spring, and introduction to AWS. So these are the technology which is we are going to learn during in this course. Okay, so our course we will start with core Java concepts. Okay, so in a core Java we are going to get the introduction about the Java, what is meant by Java, how the program gets created, what are the features are there. These things we are going to learn. In a servlets we are going to learn how to create web pages for websites. Okay, what are the technology Java use for creating a websites that we are going to learn. Then we are going to learn Hibernate. Hibernate is basically used with communicating with the database. Okay. So after the some session, we are going to use Hibernate concepts. Okay. Then SQL is there. So SQL is used for a query language. So if you want to communicate with database or retrieve some data, so for that you are going to use SQL. Okay, then we have a REST API. Then at the end, we are going to learn one of the frameworks that is called Spring. Okay, and then we will get some introduction about the AWS. Okay, so these are the technology stacks we are going to learn during this course. Okay, so before going to start this session, I just want you from you about your experience. You have any knowledge about the programming language or from which background you are coming? So just can you introduce yourself?
Hi, sir. My name is Hemant. I'm from computer science.
Okay.
I had little knowledge about Python and some knowledge about JavaScript like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, sir. And I had zero knowledge on Java.
Okay. Okay. No issues.
So,
Hi, sir. My name is Divya.
Hmm.
I'm from my undergrad is on electronics and communications, and I'm doing my master's in computer science. So I just have knowledge on Python. I just have knowledge on Python. I don't have any knowledge on Java.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can you please go with the basics from the ground level?
Yeah. Sure. Sure. That's why I want to ask. Yeah. So if I know that is the reason I ask you, so that I can start from the basics. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. No issue. I will start with basics.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So let's start with some basics. So before going to learn Java, we have to understand the main basics things about the Java. So first of all, Java is a high level language. Like if you take any programming language, it's a high level language like Python, C, C++, Java, PHP. These are called high level. High level means human can understand it. But ultimately, every high level language is converted into a machine level language so that machine can understand it. Okay. So similarly, Java is also high level language. Then it's object oriented programming language. So nowadays, after C, many languages comes which are object oriented, like C++. Then PHP is there, which is object oriented. So right now you don't have to focus on what is mean by object oriented. When we start coding at that time, we will explain these concepts, what is mean by object oriented. Okay. So Java has a syntax which is similar to the C and C++. So if you are aware a little bit about the C language and C++, Java is very similar to that. There is only a little bit differences in terms of syntax, but most of the features are same. So we have to understand where the Java is currently used. Okay, so Java is mostly used in a desktop application, like if you have Acrobat Reader, Media Player, antiviruses. So these are the application which running without browser. Okay, so this application doesn't require browser, so it's called as a desktop application. So this application can be built with the help of Java technology. Then there is a web application, IRCTC. Like in India, if you want to book ticket on a railway for a railway, you have to use this IRCTC application. So Java also used for creating a web application. You can create a number of web application. Like you can also create a banking application. Like you see many bank application created in terms of Java technology. Okay, then we have a mobile and embedded system. Like you have seen, we have a iOS application, then we have an Android application. Okay, so the Android development is completely done in a Java language. Okay, so if you are um, very good in Java, you can also try to switch in a Android application also. Okay. Then we have a smart card and robotics. So nowadays we have a lot of smart card games. So in this area also, we are going to use a Java language. Okay, so Java has a very large features as a developer. Okay, so you can work in any area and we get a lot of opportunity if you have a knowledge of Java. Okay, so the next things we are going to see is a history of Java. So before going in a more deep, we have to understand a little bit history about the Java from when the Java is get started. Okay, so Java is developed by James Gosling and his team member at 1995. Okay, originally they have developed for embedded system. Like we have a lot of electronic devices, and that devices has a chip inside. So there is also program is done, and the program is done with the help of Java language. Okay, so initially they have given name as a green top, then after they give name as a oak, and then finally they give name as a Java. Okay, so Java is a final name they have suggested for that, and after that they have started working on it. So the most important features of Java is what Java can run on a variety of platforms like Windows, Mac, and Unix versions. So when the Java is introduced at that time, you have to write a separate program. You have to write separate program for Windows, separate program for Mac. But the Java is comes, the single program can be run on a both platform at the same time. Okay, so that's the reason it's called as a platform independent. It doesn't matter which platform you are using, whether it's Windows or a Mac, same program can be run. So because of that feature, Java is very popular at that time. Okay, so we also see how the Java is platform independent. What is the future? Because of that, it is platform independent. We are going to see that now. Okay. So these are the application we are creating in a Java, like standalone application. Like I just said, desktop application and Windows application are called a standalone application because they doesn't require any browser. Okay, so if you want to build that, you have to use AWT and Swing. These are the technology which is present in Java for development of standalone application. Okay. Then we have a web application. So if you want to build any websites, so for that we have servlets, JSP, struts, JSFs. These are the technology which we are going to use for development. Okay. Then we have an enterprise application. Like if you want to build an application for a large level, like if you take Netflix, Amazon Prime, these are the large level application which serve for a whole country where the number of users is very high. So in this application, we required high level of security, load balancing. Okay, so this concept comes when you have a large level of application. Okay, so you can also build with the help of Java. Then, as I said earlier, mobile application. So if you want to build any Android application, so with the help of Java, we can use it. Okay, so this kinds of application we can create in Java. Then here we have a versions of Java. So as I said, Java started with 1995. Okay, and from there it is keep improving. So currently we have around Java 18 or 17 version, latest version. Okay, so in this course we are going to learn till Java 8. Okay, because Java 8 has a maximum features, new features gets added, and after that small changes are there, which is as a part of Java setup. So for developer, much more, not much more changes is there. So we are going to learn all the versions till Java 8. So if you learn the Java 8 features, it is sufficient to work on that and develop any application. Okay. So during one slowly, we are going to learn all these versions features. Okay. So first thing is what, if you want to use a Java, you have to install Java on your machine. Okay, so both of are you working using Windows or Linux also? Which platform you are using?
Windows, sir.
Windows. Both are Windows, right? Other students, Hemant, are you using Windows?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so like this is introduction I have given about Java. Now you have to install JDK on your machine. Okay, the JDK is called as a Java Development Kit. Okay, so I'm going to give you example. So this is the official websites of Java we have. Okay, and these are the links here provided, like here for Linux, Macs, and Windows. So you can go here and select any one of the version. Like you have to select installer. If you want to installer, you can get installer, or if you want archive, you can use archive. I need to use installer. Okay, so I'm sharing this link. So here currently version is Java 19. Okay, so I'm sharing this link. So from here you can download your JDK. Okay, so
Okay.
once you, yeah. Okay, so once you install Java on your machine, so what happens internally, you will get this kinds of folder. Like in a program files, you will get Java folder, and in Java folder, you will get this file that is called JDK 1.8. So on my machine, I have installed JDK 1.8. So this kinds of folder gets created. So if you see the naming convention here says JDK 1.8. So JDK stands for Java Development kit. So here we have some keywords like JDK, JRE, and JVM. So JDK is a kit that provides environment to develop and execute the Java program. Okay, then we have a JRE. JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. So it is an installation package that provides environment to execute your program or run your program. Okay, so like if you see this diagram, you will see this is my JDK environment, and in a JDK environment, I have a JRE. So this green part consists JRE, that is called Java Runtime Environment, where I can execute or run my program. So inside JRE, we have a JVM. So JVM called as a Java Virtual Machine. Okay, so with the help of JVM and some of the class libraries, we are going to execute our program. Okay, so these three things we required to develop and execute our Java program. Okay, so you understand these three keywords: JDK, JVM, and JRE.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we are going to see a simple program, how we can execute a simple program, okay, and how we can develop it. So I will give you one small example. So I just remove it. So we'll see how to write a simple program. Okay, so we'll create a new file so that you can understand. First dot. Okay, so this file I have saved as a first Java, okay, .java extension. So here I want to write a program. So how can I write a program? So whenever you want to write any Java program, first you have to create a class. So I will create a class. So what is meant by class? What is meant by object? So I will explain slowly. First, we have to understand how the Java program gets written and executed. So here I will write a class as a public, and here I will define class as a first Java. Okay, so this file I have saved with same name. So the class, when you declare any class as a public, so you have to compulsory save the file with same name. So I have saved it first Java. Now inside this I have to write one method, that is public void main, and here I have to define strings args. Okay, so this is one simple method I have written. So in a Java, whenever you want to write any program, you have to compulsory write this main method only one time. Okay, so this main method is a what? It's a starting point of your program. So I have to tell the compiler where is my starting point. So when you write this main method, from here your code starts executing. So main method compulsory has to be written. Now I will explain you later on what is meant by void, what is meant by public, what is this argument. We slowly explain. Now if you want to print something in Java, you have to use this class system.out.print. Okay, and here I'm going to write hello Java. Okay, this is a word which is I want to print. Now this is a program I have written. Now I want to execute this program. So how can I execute it? So it is during this is our initial phase. So we are going to execute our program in a command prompt. Okay, CMD. So here, where is your program? My program is saved here. So I'm just opening CMD here. Okay, so this is a command prompt I have opened. Now I have to check whether Java is installed or not on my machine. So I have to say Java version. Okay. So I'm getting this Java version. That means Java is installed here successfully. Now I want to execute it. So if you want to, in a Java, there are two steps to execute your program. First one is a compile and second one is execute. Compile means what? This is our high level language. So you have to convert it into a machine level language. So how you will convert? With the help of Java C keyword. Java C stands for Java compiler. And here I have to give first Java dot Java. So .java is an extension. So when I hit enter, I'm not getting anything because my program is means there is no any error in my program. If I remove this semicolon and try to execute, so I'm saying it says semicolon is expected. So my program is not successfully compiled. If I'm not getting any error, that means my program successfully compiled. Okay, so as soon as I compile my program, one file gets created in a background. So where is my file? So if you see, this is my main file that is called Java source file. And another file gets created that is called a class file. Okay, so this class file is, if you open it, you will see this kinds of code. Okay, so this kinds of code is executed in a JVM, but as a human, we doesn't understand this code. So this code is called as a bytecode, and this bytecode is executed on a Windows also, Mac also, or any other platform also. So same file is executed on multiple platforms. So that is the reason it's called a platform independent. Okay, now I have compiled my program. Only just compile. Now I have to execute my file. So for that, we have a command that is called Java first Java. Okay, yeah. So it says a main method is not a statics in class. So define method as a statics here. So as a developer, what I have done wrong here? So here I just written public void main method. So it has to be a statics. So what is the mean by statics? That's we are also going to learn slowly. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
At the end, you have system.out. I see some programs like println that you didn't write any println over there.
Yeah.
So how it will be executed?
Yeah, I explain you what is meaning, what is the difference. So first we will execute this program. So I will compile it. Now I will say first Java. So I'm getting message here, hello Java. Okay. Now your question is, we have why we are not using here println? So it's the same thing, nothing, both are doing same thing, println and println. So when I say print, what is doing? It just printing the statement. When I say println, so what is the next statement? It will print on a next line. So what is it? Print means, let's say here, if I declare like this, print and print, here I will say hello PHP. Okay, so this is a, here both I am using print. Now if you see difference, you will see the difference. See, both are coming on the same line, hello Java and hello PHP.
Okay.
Now if I use print ln. So what happened? The next line will be printed on a, sorry, this next statement will be printed on a next line. So if I do this, see, that is only difference. Both are going to print your statement. But if you want to get this word on a next line, then you have to use println. Okay. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a simple program we have written in Java. So as we progress, we will understand what is meant by publics, what is meant by statics, why this argument, why this we are written like this. So everything we will learn step by steps. Okay. So I will share you this simple program. First, you have to download JDK on your machine and then try to execute this program. Okay. So I share you. So you have to give command javac first java dot, and then you have to say first java. Sorry. So these two commands you have to use. One is compile and second is for execute your program. Okay. So this is what we have today learn in this demo session. So you can try out these things and okay, and let me know. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.